Lattice Semiconductor, a leader in low-power programmable semiconductors, announced the opening of its new state-of-the-art research and development site in Pune, India. The site will play a key role in advancing the company's research and development initiatives, including a strong and growing low-power FPGA portfolio supporting its 11,000 customers worldwide. The new Lattice India office, located at ICC Trade Tower on Senapati Bopat Road in Pune, will house over 100 highly skilled local employees, focusing on applications and R&D engineering as well as operations.
I can't see these signs, but I can tell you, so we build these FPGAs and they are suited for specific applications, but customers can customize them. So if you look at our ICE device here, this very tiny device, you see how small it is? It's like a couple drops of salt. This one chip here, how small it is, can actually do AI functions. It can recognize a person, it can do AI type functions. This one here, Crosslink, is tuned for video type applications and AI as well. So MIPI, this would be in infotainment systems, factory automation. That's our Crosslink. Mach X03, you'll find these on servers. So if you open up any server, think about Amazon, Meta, Google, HP, Dell, Lenovo. You open up the servers, you're going to see a lot of our Mach X03D devices doing security and board management functions. As an example, this is our latest Crosslink, which is our video and AI chip, Crosslink NX. This is our Mach X02, which is good for industrial type applications as well as server communications. And this is our Lattice ECP3, which is our general purpose FPGA.
Company founded 40 years ago in Hillsboro, Oregon, and we have offices worldwide. We have offices in areas like in San Jose, California. We've got offices worldwide in like Penang, Malaysia, Manila, Philippines, Shanghai, China, as well as various places in Europe, USA, and Asia. And Pune is our latest design center. We're very excited to be here. We opened up about 8 months ago. We service 11,000 customers across a large customer base, from data center to industrial to automotive to robotics to consumer. We are a high volume supplier of what's called FPGAs, field programmable gate arrays. We ship about 200 to 250 million units a year, depending on the year. We are listed on the NASDAQ and our finished last year was, actually we haven't announced the numbers yet, but we had expectations of around 500 million in revenue and about 1,100 employees worldwide.
So what is the long-term plan for the Pune R&D Center and this product portfolio? You can, what is the long-term plan?
Yeah, so I'll take you through both short-term and long-term plans. So we started creating the center about 8 months ago, and we've made some very fast progress. We are already at 70 employees and expect to pass the 100 employees benchmark in the next few months. Our long-term plan is to continue to invest in Pune. We expect to invest over the next few years about $100 million US dollars. Our long-term plan is to have skills all the way from silicon design to software development, including soft IP and tools, solutions, AI, as well as system board and solutions, sales, and field application engineering.
What is the reason select Pune in India?
Pune is a tremendous education base, so very good colleges and universities, very good access to talented workforce, and our team has had experience in opening up Pune Design Center multiple times in the past. Do you want to add?
Yes. So how much growth in?
Hold on. Let's finish the answer.
Question. So as Ford mentioned, a combination of access to really top-notch talent as well as academia, but combine that with, as he talked about, our industry focus is automotive, industrial, robotics, and we see tremendous amount of innovation happening in those sectors in and around Pune and in and around Maharashtra. So obviously, we look forward to collaborate with our customers, and so that was the primary reason for us to focus on Pune.
So in Pune, most of the colleges, you said that the most of the universities and your colleges, engineering colleges. So new startups having starting in these campuses also. So you can call for the students for these startups or the new entrepreneurs.
Absolutely. So, in fact, today we just are coming out of a meeting with academia, a number of professors around the campuses here, and that certainly is part of us giving back to the ecosystem to be able to collaborate with innovators. And as the team discussed, the products we sell, more we provide the access, more innovation industry can continue. So it's not just about us hiring the employees. That's certainly one objective, but longer term objective is more people and more companies use our products. They can innovate faster and they can solve the problems themselves, and then we therefore help enable solving their problems.
मॅन्युफॅक्चरिंगच्या बाबतीत जाणून घ्यायचं होतं की भारतात का नाही होऊ शकत, काय प्रॉब्लेम्स आहेत भारतात मॅन्युफॅक्चरिंग करण्यासाठी.
Chip manufacturing. So chip manufacturing.
त्यांना जर विचारलं
So the question he's saying is, what are the structural problems? Maybe it's for Divyesh, look at you. What are the structural problems to manufacturing semiconductors locally in India?
Yeah, so I think India has now done a huge investment on the software design side of things. I think the manufacturing now is starting. So like Tata's is doing a project with PowerChip. They're going to set up a fab in India. There are quite a few OSATs now starting to look at the back end part of it. I think in this area, probably some of the other Southeast Asian countries probably got an early start. The fact that India has so much of talent, I think, is a good opportunity for them to catch up over there in manufacturing now.
What is your sales strategy?
I'm sorry,
What is your marketing and sales strategy?
Yeah, so from a marketing perspective, we build very differentiated FPGAs focused on what we call low and mid-range FPGAs. And these FPGAs are very differentiated in a few aspects. Number one is they're the absolute lowest power FPGAs that are out there. And if you look at a lot of the applications that are being built today, they require that low power. The other is we've got the most state-of-the-art security, so we enable security type applications. We also have the smallest form factor. So if you look at the size of our FPGAs, comparable to other FPGAs from our competitors with the same similar type functionality, our size could be 6 to 10 times smaller, physical size smaller. And we do that in providing the customer even in some cases higher performance as well. So we go to market with these very differentiated products. From a sales side, I'll let Mark comment.
Sure. So we sell into local India companies, especially as there's more and more local demand. We also sell into multinational corporations that have design centers here as well as abroad and need to work together across the world. And then we also work with the whole ecosystem of partners here, from semiconductor companies to independent design houses. And we sell to those customers through a combination of our own sales and field application engineers that work directly with customers to implement their designs. We also work with distribution partners to be able to touch many more customers. And then, like I said, also with design houses locally that also touch customers and help them design.
त्यांना प्रश्न असा होता,
Price is affordable in India? The price for affordable in India?
Price
Price of the FPGAs, are they affordable?
Oh yeah, I mean, I think the customers value what we give them in our FPGA, so pricing is not a concern.
सर त्यांना असा प्रश्न विचारायचा होता की नरेंद्र मोदींची जी पॉलिसी, फॉरेन पॉलिसी, त्यामुळं फॉरेनर जास्त आकर्षित होतात का इंडियात, आणि ज्या इन्व्हेस्टमेंट आता वाढल्या त्या मोदींच्या ज्या आता गोल ते म्हणजे इंटरनॅशनल जे त्या बाबतीत त्यांचं काय मत आहे?
So the question is, Prime Minister Modi recently, through the last term as well as this term, is very focused on inviting more foreign investments coming into country in and around technology and other sectors, manufacturing. So शेवटचा काय
इंटरनॅशनल पॉलिसी त्यांनी जो ग्रोथ दिलाय त्याचा बेनिफिट आहे का आता म्हणजे
So there is, do you view that as a benefit to Lattice or benefit to its customers?
Yeah, absolutely. Anytime a government invests in the industry that we're playing in technology, everybody benefits from that. We benefit from it, the ecosystem, our employees benefit, and that's the whole ecosystem that we work with. So when we come to Pune here, it's not just about hiring people, but we need the government investment on the academia side to create that talent. We need the government investment on startup companies to be entrepreneurs, to think of new things to get done, that we can work with them as well. So the more the government invests in these areas, everybody benefits from it.
How is Lattice position against the competition? And one is also the old semiconductor and today your Lattice Semiconductor. What is difference that?
We lead in what's called the small and mid-sized FPGA market, as opposed to we've got two larger competitors that are in the large FPGA market like Xilinx and Altera. So we lead in these small to mid-range FPGA in power, in small size, in cost-effective solution, and in applications such as security and edge AI. And as you go to some of these new technologies, we believe AI is a strong technology where we partner with companies like NVIDIA and Google and Amazon and complements their AI accelerator with our FPGA and can provide some function at the edge near sensors in some applications for AI.
Who is your competitor?
The two major competitors are a company called Xilinx as part of AMD and Altera as part of Intel.
Have you established any college relationships? Today's your meet?
Yes.
Yes, we are starting, as we discussed early. Our center is new here, but with our past experiences, there is a tremendous amount of relationship already built with colleges, and we plan to continue to leverage those. So we just, in fact, completed our joint review with academia, and we'll continue to stay engaged. Because one of the areas is for students to learn our FPGA platforms, and then when they grow and go work in any industry that they work in, that they can carry forward that Lattice knowledge. So that creates a pull for our product, right? So that's one benefit. The other benefit is it helps them innovate into new areas that not naturally FPGAs are very well suited for those purposes.
How much growth is expected in India?
What's the question?
Growth in India.
How much growth is expected from India?
Yeah, from a product perspective.
Yeah.
So we look at India as a country that has a lot of growth potential. We see that. There's lots of multinational companies that we work with, and there's a lot of design activity that's in India as well. So we work with all of those companies. And there's the indigenous India companies as well that are building systems for the local market, whether that be for communication systems, whether it be for data center, industrial, automotive that's being done here in India. So all of these are growth drivers for us. So when we look at India, we see that we have good traction now in India, but we see the large potential in the future as well.
Is it expanding planning in Pune? Expanding planning in Pune offices?
Oh,
Expanding
is there
plan
an
in
expansion
Pune
plan?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so as Ford described earlier, our initial thrust is to get to 100 plus, 150 plus employee count, and that allows us to get what we call critical mass to start driving number of critical projects out of the center. And then over time, as business conditions require us to keep driving scaling, we'll do so. But overall, under the framework of what Ford described earlier, about $100 million over the next several years should be adequate for that level of investment.
Any future planning in India? Other product?
In terms of products? Yeah. So we, the way we operate our global research and development, there is no country-specific focus per se because our products are highly flexible already. So they don't require another layer of customization. They are already custom enough. So the way we drive this is depending on which team has bandwidth, they basically claim the product that they want to work on and they go deliver. So that's our operating model. And then in terms of capability, as we discussed earlier, here we expect to have silicon development, software development, solution development, and tools development, everything that at company level, what we do will be done here.
One last question. Which semiconductor most market sells in this?
From sales.
Ah,
So there's multiple end markets that we service. If you look at our communications and computing, it's about 43% of our revenue. And if you look at industrial and auto, it's about similar, low 40% as well. Then the remaining is consumer. So 80% of our end markets is comms and compute. And 90% is comms and compute, industrial and auto. That's 90% of our business.